What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we have to continue from where we left off yesterday, which is talking about how the breakout should continue on up through this week and maybe even longer. Specifically, looking at a lot of the cryptos like XRP, which is currently hitting a bit of resistance, but I do still strongly believe we are headed to newer highs in the very near future. We'll also be looking at things like Solana, which has finally breached its uptrend here, and we're starting our ascent to the upside. We're actually doing really well. Ethereum is continuing onwards from hitting the bottom, most likely hitting the price ceiling, but I'll show you guys exactly where I predict these resistances to be hit or where targets are. You can see Bitcoin as well is slowly moving up, most likely going to hit target up closer to $69,000, which I'd be very excited, and I do believe we're going to be seeing that. But remember, the halving is over. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are going to start to see mainstream, kind of news and mainstream influence on the markets here, where kind of beginners or just people that are in it for the hype are going to kind of start raveling in. We're going to start seeing crypto more on the news, and we should be seeing a pretty solid, hefty rally where I think Bitcoin might easily hit $100,000 in the very near future, and obviously XRP will follow suit, as well as the other cryptos. We're also going to look at the S&P 500, which you can see is rebounding beautifully off support. I wanted to enter here. I decided I'm not going to. I'm actually going to wait a little bit here. I think we're going to reject off here and actually dump lower, because I think this is just the beginning to a lower high, lower low pattern, and this should inevitably correct lower. But while we head up here, it should influence a lot of these other cryptos to see the same thing. Now, before I dive into the technical analysis, I want to give a huge shout out to Evercraft Eco Technologies for sponsoring today's episode. Shape the future of environmental technology. Join their community, get the ECET token, and change the world. More information right after this. I want to give a huge shout out to Evercraft Eco Technologies for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, Evercraft is an exciting new project that's making waves in the blockchain world. Launched recently on MEXC and running on the Polygon blockchain, Evercraft is a project you'll want to keep your eyes on. They aren't just any new token. It's a project that integrates advanced blockchain technology into real-world applications, particularly focusing on environmental sustainability. So let's break down what Evercraft is all about and what the future holds for this innovative project. Built on the Constellation DAG metagraph, recording CO2 emissions and issuing environmental certificates as NFTs, Evercraft's collaboration with Constellation DAG is pivotal. This partnership is aimed at enhancing the security and scalability of Evercraft's own blockchain infrastructure, the metagraph, which is set to launch on the integration net in May of 2024, with a full launch on the Constellation mainnet a month later. With a total allocation of 900 million tokens, the ECET ecosystem is meticulously designed to ensure equitable benefits across diverse stakeholders. Token holders play a crucial role in financing Evercraft's inaugural commercial ACA facility, a large-scale proof of concept posed to revolutionize the production of carbon nanotubes and graphene. Looking at the roadmap, Evercraft has laid out a clear and ambitious plan. Starting in the fourth quarter of 2023, the development of the ECET metagraph began. Fast forward to 2024, and we see major developments, including upgrades to the ACA developments, including upgrades to their ACA systems, and the start of an engineering project for a green energy initiative using LTC and ACA in Upper Austria. By June of 2024, Evercraft plans to make a significant shift from the Polygon token to the Layer 0 standard and will start building out carbon credit NFTs on their local testnet. In July, construction then begins on green energy plants in Upper Austria, showing Evercraft's commitment to environmental sustainability. And that's not all. August 2024 is set to be a groundbreaking month with the start of an engineering project in Montenegro aimed at converting a 225 megawatt coal-fired power plant to CO2 neutrality. Imagine the impact that this could have on reducing our carbon footprint. Looking even further ahead, Evercraft's vision extends to 2025 and even into 2026, with projects including the engineering of of an energy self-sufficient cargo ship operated using hydrogen, and the opening of a technology center in Ried, Austria. And this won't be the first we've seen of hydrogen-run ships. It's actually a little bit more common than you would think. The completion of the conversion of the coal-fired power plant in June 2026 will mark a significant milestone in Evercraft's journey. With such an extensive and environmentally focused roadmap, Evercraft is not just creating a token, it's building a sustainable future. This is why it's capturing the attention of investors and environmentally conscious individuals alike and all over the world. So if you're as excited as they are about the future of blockchain and sustainability, then make sure to follow Evercraft's journey and stay tuned for more updates with the links down in the description of today's video. Otherwise, huge shout out again to Evercraft for sponsoring today's episode, and let's get back into the technical analysis. So guys, diving back into the technical analysis, as you can see here, yesterday, like I said, we made a breakout will continue video as we start to head up even higher. We broke out of our symmetrical triangle we've been tracking for quite some time now, and you can see, looking at the current coin market cap, everything is starting its ascent to the upside here quite nicely. Everything looks really, really, really good for higher movements. 64 on the Fear and Greed Index. A couple of days ago, we were trading at 61, so we don't look too bad right now. And you can see everything is starting to slowly move higher at a very slow and conservative, more neutral level. Definitely here, uptrend is starting to take place as we ascend higher. Uptrend as well on a lot of these cryptos. Ethereum, we have things like BNB starting to see movements to the upside here. Keep in mind, Ethereum's up 8%, BNB is up 13%, Solana's up 20%, XRP is up 10%. You know, a lot of these cryptos, Shiba is up 25%. That's mind-blowing, and we might be making an afternoon video on this in a minute, or later on in the afternoon today. I just need to decide. I need to get another quick look at these meme coins later on in today's, or later on after this video here. But everything is slowly starting to ascend higher, and this is exciting to me because I believe we are still due to see major movements. Now, we haven't looked at the XRP charts on the weekly in a very long time here, and I want to show you guys the reason why I believe we'll be heading upwards. So you can see right now in XRP, we formed in a total 5 bullish bull flag confirmation movements here where prices extend up, consolidate lower, break out. This is bull flag number 1. We have 2, 3, 4, and here's number 5 where we have the flag pull up, the descending lower high lower low pattern down, break out to the upside here. Well, now we're rebounding quite nicely off support, and we're just trying to break through short term the price ceiling, the moving average. We've had a problem with it in the past consistently here. It's not surprising. We've had it back in April of 2023, again in September here. We had it again a little bit earlier back in February, and there's a good chance we should be breaking through it in the near future, where you can see we're already starting to reject off that resistance here. We're trying to break through it. That's pretty much what's holding us down. But once we get inside of it, which we will, you can see here, it's at some point, either maybe this week we don't, next week we do, at some point we will break through it. And what's going to happen is we'll have the opportunity, the possibility, and the availability to easily move in between it up to 63 cents. Once we break through resistance of like 55 cents, that all the way up to this resistance is not hard, because typically when we break through it, we do trend inside of it quite often. So I would not be surprised if once we confirm closure inside, we break through 55. It'll be very easy for us to easily hit 63, 64 cents. And then we'll have to reevaluate the positions here. But once we break through that resistance, we should be able to head up higher. That's kind of what I wanted to update you with today, because you might be wondering like, oh, why aren't we breaking through that here? Well, that's because the weekly moving average is becoming quite a bit more problematic. That some might realize here. But I do believe at some point we will be coming back up to break through price ceiling of 58 cents here, maybe 59 cents, right around that area here. It should happen quicker than you might realize. Now, anywho, moving forward, looking at these other cryptos, Solana, you can see is already starting its ascent. We've talked about this. I might sound like a broken record, but I need to for the people that are new to the channel here. We are in an uptrend. We've been in an uptrend on Solana since the beginning. Once we started our ascent, which was back in October of 2023, we've been on a higher low, higher high movement here. Easily, every single time we move up higher, it's higher than the last. Or every time we fall, it's higher than the last. That's what I meant to say. And it's been a consistency here. And because we rejected off the price ceiling in the past year, twice actually, we had a double top clear as day, corrected below our price floor. We entered a short. We fell down to support. Now we're in it for a long. With the bottom in, we've actually managed to rally up 25 to 26% here quite easily on Solana, and I would expect us to continue on higher here. And ideally, from the bottom here, we would actually be moving close to 60%. 35% is where we are from now. This gap right here is about 35, but I am a very strong believer it is not over, and we should be seeing cryptocurrencies rally even higher in the very near future, specifically Solana. Solana looks incredibly well. We became oversold. We had a huge buying opportunity right on the moving average here. We see a bullish golden cross on the MACD. We're trading at 50 on the RSI. There is tons of potential for us to get, inside of here, fill in this gap, break through it, and eventually retest again all-time highs at price ceiling here. It's going to happen. I can almost guarantee it. I'm 99% confident Solana at some point is going to be retesting 200 by mid to end of June. It could easily happen earlier. It could happen in May. But I can almost guarantee. I can't promise 100% with 100%. With 100% success, but I'm a very strong believer, and I'm that confident that we should be seeing Solana slowly move up and retest all-time highs that we've hit in 2024 all-time highs, if not even surpass it, which I'm excited for as well. As for these other cryptocurrencies, we should be seeing some rallies soon, but we need to fill in this gap. As you know, we've discovered descending bull flag formations here within descending fractals on a lot of these cryptos. Lower high, lower lows. Beautiful uptrend here. Lower high, lower low, clearly filling in the gap as we consolidate, and at some point we are going to break through the price ceiling and rally higher. It might look something like this. This is what a bull flag looks like. We have lower highs and lower lows, and at some point most likely we're going to reject off here, fall, and then break out. So target for right now, extremely short term. We should be seeing Ethereum at some point slowly rally up to retest somewhere closer to this downtrend here, maybe between $3,400 and $3,300. Then correct down, we'll short, and then we'll have an opportunity to buy in and long. But you can see bull flag cross, golden cross on the Bollinger Bands here. So we look really good across the board. Like everything looks really good across the board. Sorry, that's the MACD, not the Bollinger Bands. And then Bitcoin too is having a beautiful run to the upside as well here. You can see, when I pull it up here, the lower high, lower low pattern. Yet again, we discovered kind of yesterday that maybe there's some sort of bull flag. We have a clear flagpole. It's very obvious. And yeah, we are creating lower highs each time we fall. We are creating lower lows each time we fall, and each time we head up higher here. So there's a good chance we're going to come back up at some point, retest price ceiling closer to 69K. Maybe we'll fall, maybe we won't. But simple as day. With all these cryptos, we need to wait for confirmation closure if you want to play it conservatively above or below the yellow price ceilings and supports. If we do that, we have a buy-in opportunity. But for the time being, you can intraday trade. It's definitely more aggressive, but you can trade inside of these. Like we can predict that, once we hit the top here and we close below, we'll probably pull back down to the downside here. And it's literally that simple. And lastly, the S&P, kind of a similar pattern here. We're in a lower high, lower low position here. And there's a good chance we'll rally up. We'll retest price ceiling. We'll break down because we don't have that, sustainability just yet. And we'll pull back down to probably moving average closer to 4,800, which is what I'm hoping that we see happen here. But that's my opinion. With that being said, smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.